Miss Muffet, and that's because our last name is Muffet. And so the balloon was designed 1978. It took about 6 months to build it. It was one of the first artwork balloons that there was. It's very intricate. That's mostly mosaic, little pieces put on top of each other. In some places you see flesh coloring. That was like magic marker. No paint used anywhere on it because if it rained or whatever, they were afraid that the paint would blur with the rest of the fabric. Anyway,
the balloon is made in Spokane, Washington. It's an Avion. There's several different balloon manufacturers, but that's where this one was made. We actually got married in this balloon in 1986, so we're coming up on 36 years of marriage now, and we enjoyed ballooning for about 30 years. And we had a lot of safe flying, but we got out of it about 15 years ago.
About 15 years ago.
Yeah,
And when Miss Muffet was no longer able to be flown, all balloons will get porous over time, and the heat, instead of going up, goes out through the balloon. And that's what happened with her. So we donated her to the Hall of Fame. And they bring her out here every year, and I think there's more kids who've enjoyed this thing in the last 15 years than we ever had able to take up in it when we had it. So, ballooning is an art that is taught from one balloonist to the next, and I managed to stumble across the balloonist about 40 years ago or so. And
he was driving along, and there was a balloon up in the air. He followed it till it landed. The man that was flying was an instructor, so he bought a ride off of him, and a couple weeks later he went up, and he always says,
your first balloon ride is about $100. Now it's about $200, but your second balloon ride is about $25,000. So it was at a time in my life that's what I needed. I needed to separate me from this world, and that's what happened often in that balloon. Every morning and every evening it was time to get in the balloon. We've had 5 balloons over the course of the 30 years, and so our first balloon came in about the same time I got my license to fly it by myself. So Magic Rainbow was the first one, Miss Muffet and a balloon called Thunderbolt were the second one and third one. Togetherness was the fourth one, and then Shapes was the final one.